That's bad.
There's a ton of cars that I like. There's not really many that I would call a dream car to own, and one that I've thought about since I was, I think, 9 years old. So yeah, this is kind of a big step for me. I felt like I was at a point where it's a car that I've wanted for, geez, almost 20 years now. And I never thought I'd be able to get it. I have the opportunity to get it. I feel like I just need to make that leap. And I know to some people it's not a lot of money, but to me it's a big chunk of change. So that's very daunting. And I'm thinking of all the other stuff I could do with the money. I could put it into the RX-7. I could completely build jack. Just stuff like that. So it's not like a psychotic amount of money, but it's still just more than I've ever spent on a car. So on the one hand, it's a car that I've wanted for 20 years, and I never thought I would be in a position to get one, even though this one's in arguably pretty rough shape. Like, it's not all rotted out, but it's in primer, it's gutted, there's just boxes of parts. So on the one hand, it's a car that I never thought I'd be able to attain, and I have this opportunity. But on the other hand, it's by far the most money I've ever spent purchasing a vehicle. So that's pretty daunting. And I feel like a lot of you guys will be able to relate to that. But I was thinking about it basically all yesterday, and I was like, man, should I buy this car? Or should I just take the money that I would spend on this, and I could put it into the RX-7, I could put it into jack, and get those all sorted and figured out and everything. So it's like, it's just this weird limbo of me, like, you know, what do I do? Anyway, that's enough talking about that. You guys don't really care to hear that. You want to see the car? I want to see the car. So I'm gonna head over. Me and Pops are gonna hook onto the trailer. I'll probably con him into driving again, because I don't really like driving his truck. It has that electronic throttle that drives me nuts. And we're gonna go the next town over and go pick up my new car. Let's go check it out. Oh, God, I'm so anxious and nervous and excited.
Next to the Ford. Right there.
Oh, baby. All right, there it is. 55 Chevy, Bel Air. Go knock on a door. All right, comes with some spray paint. Ooh-wee. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Four's got a couple spots, but they're not too bad.
Great project car.
Yeah, it is. Well, if it was turnkey, I couldn't afford it.
Talking about keys, is there a key?
I don't know. Hopefully. I didn't know there was even a headliner in it.
Oh, that's good, because at least there's enough there to where you can redo it.
Yeah.
don't make them like they used to.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about it. I think as far as like actual race cars go, Lanny's 55 is the first race car I ever saw. I think. Goes over there.
Put that in there. That's that light bucket.
All right. Yeah, bottoms of the door need a little bit of work. That's all right. It's not a post car. Hard top. Oh, this closes good.
Have a really nice garage. That's all the place you lived at, and all of a sudden one day, the bank just said, somehow there's a screw up, and you got to leave the house. He lost his house, lost the garage, everything. Yeah, it's right across the street from Lanny.
Man, I am in love with this thing.
Oh, this is Lanny's folks?
Yeah, it's his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, small world. Dude, I'm so fucking stoked on this thing. Let's figure out how to open the hood. I don't know how these open.
Oh, the trunk?
No, the hood.
You just lift it up. I just had it.
Oh.
It's just sitting here. The hinges ain't even hooked up.
Oh, I thought it was latched.
No.
Wishful thinking.
No, 'cause I was hoping it'd stay here. It's not even bolted down. It's got the front mounts.
Yeah. Man. So much
What did
more.
you say, his back or something?
Yeah, he's having problems with his back. Man, there's like triple the room in the RX-7. Or in this than the RX-7.
I was gonna say, this is a huge hole.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen the truck when I pulled the inner fenders out.
Nuts and bolts.
Yeah, nuts bolts. It's weird how the A-frames are so far up.
Yeah.
The motor's sitting back there a ways.
Yeah, it's like the motor mounts are at the front of the block and then basically it has a mid plate.
I like the throttle.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the updates of this being done.
This will probably, I'll just probably put it in the garage and just work on it here and there for a couple years.
Yeah, most likely. I can view this almost kind of like Dad with his El Camino,
Yeah.
little by little. I wish I had pictures of that,
What?
your El Camino.
You wish you had pictures of it?
Yeah, to show my buddy down there. He is a El Camino fanatic, and I'm like,
Oh.
man, you should have seen this one my dad had. I'm like, and I'm looking through my photos. I'm like, fuck, I don't have any.
That's probably good. She's home. I am now the proud owner of a 1955 Chevy Bel Air. All right, now that it's night out, I've had a few hours to kind of unwind and process this and kind of think things through a little bit and reflect. And I tell you what, I'm still really freaking stoked about it. So I was just kind of going over things, looking at them a little bit better. And it's no secret this car's pretty rough. Like, I mean, that's the only reason I was able to afford it. These cars command a little bit of a premium nowadays. So I was just kind of looking over everything. We can see some stuff that needs to be fixed. This door's good, the fender's good. This quarter, I think, isn't as bad as it looks. And I'm not worried about making the thing a show car. Obviously, that's kind of not what I'm into. And I was playing with cleaning the glass because they've got just an absurd amount of overspray on it. And it looks like it'll clean up pretty good. This was just like a minute of just brake clean and cloth and it's getting there. So I was just kind of making a mental list of everything I'm going to have to get eventually. As bad as I want to start on this car immediately, I can't. There's other things that I got to get done, so this thing's going to be on the back burner for a while. I need to get Jack Black done. This, I think, is going to become kind of #1 priority. I mean, obviously the Cyclone has to get done first. There's only a couple things left to do on that. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys. In the video with this, I talked about how I was pretty sure the rockers were hitting the valve covers, and that's what the noise was. Pulled the valve cover off, and you can see every single rocker was smashing this thing. So, yeah. Ordered some taller ones. They're supposed to be like a 1/4 inch taller, I think. Should clear just fine. And then we got new spark plug wires. I don't remember if I mentioned, but the spark plug wires that are on this thing are so tight from the plug to the coil that when it was sitting there idling, some of them were popping off the coil from like the tension, I guess. What's up, kitty? So yeah, I think with that, valve covers should hopefully be here tomorrow or Wednesday. I can get the other stuff on it. That thing should run and drive just fine. I have to get the drive shaft in it, but it's like 2 minutes. I think everything else is good. There's a small power steering leak, but he wants to take this truck to the Carlisle truck show in like 2 weeks, I think. So the power steering leak really isn't a big deal. So that thing will hopefully be done this week. I can get paid for that, get some more stuff ordered for Jack. I got the big VS Racing 85 turbo kind of sitting in place. It looks like it tipped over a little bit, but that's roughly where it'll be. Yeah, whatever. You can use your imagination. So this pipe will connect into that one. That one will go down and under, like I explained before. I'll have the wastegate about like that so that they're both feeding into it. This is a 50 mil that I pulled off the Mustang's turbo kit. We'll use that. Should be able to get started on the hot side for this Wednesday, probably get started on it Thursday, because the up and forward headers that I have ordered are supposed to show up Wednesday. And then once we get the turbo kit made and everything's good there, I can pull the engine back out, paint the firewall, paint the frame and everything, make that look all pretty, and then get that back in, blah blah blah, get to work on this, yada yada, whatever. And then once Jack is done and operational and everything, and we're at the testing stage, I really should get back to work on the Fiero. I've been messing with the wiring a little bit here and there off camera, trying to keep progress going on everything. So like I was going through stripping the standalone harness, because that's designed to put the computer here. I want to put it over there. Bunch of stuff. And then I think once the Fiero's running and driving, at that point then I'll probably turn my attention to the 55. Should I tell you guys kind of what I have planned for the 55 right now, or should I save that for another video? I'll save it for another video. All right, I can hear you guys groaning now. I'll just tell you kind of quickly what I'm thinking on it. So it's not going to be fully restored show car. I hate those. I can't stand them. So this thing is going to be race car, street car. One of the first things I'm going to do is put a cage in it. Well, I'm going to strip as much out as I can, and then I'll put a cage in it. Just like a, I don't know if I want to put just a 6-point or an 850 cage in it. I'll probably put an 850 cage in it. I don't know if I want to keep the leaf springs. I might, and move them inboard of the frame, but I might put ladder bars on it. I haven't decided on that yet. I need to find a back seat for it. For the fronts, I'm going to put Kirkies in it. I'm going to leave that big steering wheel because that thing's just old school cool. Yeah, that thing's just so rad. So yeah, I'm going to leave that in it. I wonder if I should paint it first. I should at least pull the dash out and paint that. Either red or black, because I'm debating on either painting it red or black. So yeah, back seat, Kirky, floor shifter. It's going to be an automatic car. Probably going to put the 4L80 that's on the floor over there in it. I need to get door windows for it, because that one's missing, the whole window mechanism's missing, and this one's cracked, but the crank and everything's here. And then once the cage is in it, do a little bit of body work on it, make it look pretty decent, get the gaps right, and then for the color, I'm thinking black or red. I'm debating on doing, the car was originally red with a white top and a white back, but I don't know. I might just do black for now, because these things always look great black. But I also really like them red. So I was debating on doing red with a black roof and rear. I think that looks sweet. Or I also like that flipped black with the red top and back, but then it'll be so close to Murder Nova's car. I mean, so close. Obviously, it won't be to his level, but when I tell you what I want to do for the drivetrain, it'll be pretty darn close. So what I want to do for the drivetrain is, I've got the aluminum 5.3 out of the Trailblazer. I've got that 4L80 right there that I got from Regal Auto Parts. Check these guys out. Howell, Michigan. And I've got the supercharger that I was going to put on James Brown that I would put on this thing. So that's what I mean when I say if I painted it black with red and then did that, it would end up being suspiciously close to Murder Nova's car. And I don't want to do that. So that's why I was thinking doing red with black. Similar concept, similar colors that I like. And we're going to put a good majority of the trim back on it, because I've got a lot of it. There's some that I have to get, but I've got a lot of it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with the car. And then just enjoy the frick out of it, man. Oh, and I've got this rear end for it. This is a Mosier 9-inch with 35 spline axles, 370 gears, and a spool that I've been holding on to in case I ever got a G-body, because it's stock G-body length and G-body mounts. But I think this would be right at home in the back of this thing. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you're into the car. I am obnoxiously in love with this car already, the way it sits. And I was really considering taking everything from the RX-7 and putting in this, but I think the supercharger and a good exhaust and the 4-speed will be really nice in this. It'll be awesome to actually cruise this thing around. It'll still make around 700 horsepower. Be a bad mofo. I think it'll be sweet. So let me know what you guys think. If anybody has a 55 door in good shape, and you don't need it for anything, please let me know. If you're not too far away, I'll come buy it off you, because I'd rather do that than repair this one, but I'll deal with the hands I'm dealt. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and commenting, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.